Hello and welcome back to Battania and our smithing playthrough. Now, in the previous episode, I made a bit of a mistake. You know me. I mean, you're on my channel, you know me. I make some mistakes because I'm a little bit scatterbrained. Sometimes, you never know what's going on in a person's life, so it may help to have a little bit of kindness sometimes. But anyway, the point is that I've just made this wonderful weapon. Look at this right now. And it gave me 24 points of smithing. 24 points, if you can believe that. So I think what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to look through my my parts, because I literally just gained a whole bunch of new ones. I don't know whether I gained anything really good, but as you can see, I'm just making two-handed swords. I'm not making any of these because these are all one-handed / two-handed swords, and they're probably not going to be as expensive to sell or as good stat-wise. And I think I actually made a fine one. I might have just made a fine one. Not entirely sure about that. But I did gain a massive amount of different options from this. So I'm wondering, should I make another one? I think we shall. I called it Death Murder, by the way. Oh, look at this. This one gained Swing Speed 2, which is actually pretty good. So I'm going to call this one... well, the previous one is called Death Murder, so I suppose... we'll call this one... it actually looks pretty menacing, but I obviously don't know whether it's going to be any good. So I guess we'll just call it Bare Bones. Yes, more like alliteration and also a bit of a pun as well. Because obviously bear is, spelt the other way, and, bear because bear tilt. Never mind. You get it. Anyway, so there you go. Swing speed increased, and look at this. 18 skill points. 261 skill right now. 261. Crazy. And look at how many smithing parts we're unlocking right here. It is insane. It is absolutely insane. Okay, so we're just going to exit from here, because what I'd like to do is check out how much it actually is to... yes. 58,000. Yes. 58,000. That is what I'm talking about. Now, someone actually mentioned, very nicely actually, that what I can do is I can actually go back into the smithy and I can basically break this down. I can smelt it, and then boom, I've got a sword that is pretty amazing. So because then I can gain more parts, and I can also gain the resources back, basically. And I think that's actually pretty cool. But I'd like to, I feel like I'd actually like to use this, but it's really slow. But look at how much damage it does. And it has a massive amount of reach as well. I think I'd like to use Death Murder, to be honest. So I'm actually going to use Death Murder. There we go. I know this is only a two-handed weapon and not a one-handed / two-handed. And the weapon we had before, the Devastating Dagger. Oh, no, that was actually a two-handed weapon as well. Yeah, I mean, personally, I'd like to use this just purely for the fact that it has just insane damage. And pretty much anyone gets hit by this, which is maybe going to be a bit difficult considering it's so slow, but anyone gets hit by this and you're just going to murder them. That's why it's called Death Murder. Anyway, that seems pretty cool. Unfortunately, Sionen does not have a lot of money at the moment. I think I might give Devastating Dagger to someone else. There we go. Someone has replaced Selling Point. Oh, I love these names. I really do. I love these names. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to sell this. And what I'm actually going to try is buying a better something, so better armor in some way. So let's have a look. Is there anything here that is any good? Because Highland Scale Mail? No. Highland Scale Armor? No. Okay, that's pretty awful as well. There doesn't seem to actually be anything useful here. Armored Bear Skin. That looks pretty fun, but it does reduce the arm armor, which I would like to keep, because I think I probably get hit on the arm quite often. So yeah, it's actually kind of weird that there's not that much armor here that is really good. It's kind of a bit strange. Anyway, let's go to Maranath, because there's a smithy there, so they might make good things. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Anyway, so we have 22,000. I did attempt to buy some more weapons and smelt them. This time I smelted them with Pelosaur, and it still did not give me anything. So, not entirely sure what's going on there. But anyway, let's go into the smithy, see if there's actually anything better than what we have. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. I forget to do this. We need to go and we need to spend our traits. Okay, so let's have a look. Endurance, or immediately add 1 focus point to one-handed and two-handed. That is not necessary, so I will be taking Enduring Smith. And then, oh, actually, we have 10 endurance. Both of these are basically a waste for me. Yes, oh well, never mind. I mean, one-handed, I guess, would probably be more useful than 1 endurance because I'm maxed out already. Oh well, never mind. I can also change that at any point if I want to with a respec. But I'm probably just going to leave it, to be honest, because I did not realize later on in the smithing tree, I didn't even realize that I was going to do smithing, and when I already had 10 endurance, I obviously did not see these traits. Anyway, thrust damage of crafting weapons, or cut damage of crafted weapons, or cut damage, of course, is the way to go. And then we're also having a 5% chance to create a legendary weapon, which could be... Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to it. I am definitely looking forward to that. All right. So I think what we're going to do now is I might increase my... I think we'll just go for some more social. And I'm thinking we're probably going to increase my leadership or something like that. Because eventually what I would like to do is I'd like to get disciplinarian. Where is that now? I always forget where it is. There it is. So reverting bandits into regular troops. In my opinion, that's going to be super important because forest bandits, there's a lot in this area, and I would be able to hopefully utilize them to gain noble units for a relatively cheap price. That might be quite cool. Anyway, here we go. We have this. Ooh, that's looking mean. Look at that. Okay, I'm liking it. That looks like a mean sword. Looks like it could do some damage. I mean, the other one looks like it could definitely do some damage as well. Okay, so we have 2 of these things right here. And let's actually just have a look. What's the difference? Okay. So the length changes quite dramatically. Look at that. This would actually provide us 3.5 length in comparison to only 1.42. So I'm pretty happy with this. It is going to be just that slight bit weightier, but I don't really care about that too much. And let's have a look at some handles here. Some hilts, some grips, that kind of thing. Ooh, okay, so that's a two-handed / one-handed. Not a big fan of that, if I'm honest. So I would prefer to have this one. Let's just increase it. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That is looking good. Okay, and what else do we want to go for? Apparently that's it. Oh, I could use this, a Highland pommel, which does increase its length by a smaller amount, which I don't really care about. So we're just going to use this one. And 182 difficulty still. I'm actually really surprised that we're not getting a massive amount of difficulty increases here from the new parts. But I'm just going to forge that. Did I get any stat increases? No stat increases? Oh, now it's grinding my gears, isn't it? There we go. Grinding my gears. There we go. Grinding my gears. That's what I'm going to call it because, let's face it, it's just basically trolling me now. It's like, yes, we could give you, a potentially good stat bonus, but we're going to decide not to in this case. Yes, that seems to happen quite often to me now. All right, so we're going to just go for another one of these, and we'll see if it actually gets us anything cool. No stat increases here either. That's kind of unfortunate. That might also, by the way, be the reason that the other swords were so incredibly expensive. We might have gotten a proc to a fine weapon or something, or a masterwork weapon or something like that. That might have actually happened. Okay, Bear Claw. Let's go for Bear Claw, because it actually does look like a bit of a claw, as you can see at the top here. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so this gives me 11 smithing, and the other one gives me 5. And this one is much, much better because it's cheaper as well. We don't use that much fine steel. Look at how many parts I'm unlocking right now. It's crazy. Okay, I'm going to just make another one just for the sheer fact that I can, and because I would like to try and get some more points. Although I actually do have that one extra trait now. So, Sail Sword. 2. Yes, I know someone actually mentioned that I should probably just add numbers onto these things. So yeah, that's making a whole bunch of sense, isn't it? Yeah, that is definitely making sense. Okay, so we've got some. Look at how many parts we're getting. It's pretty crazy. Okay, so let's go into Maranath real quick here, and let's actually just take a look. Yeah. Grinder Magia is sufficient, really not sufficiently that good, but it does have some much better stats, I think. Let's actually just let my people take whatever they want to take. And yeah, it seems like Sail Sword 1 has been replaced, and Death Murder apparently is not being replaced, so I'm pretty happy with that. And there is 52,000 here. Okay, so someone said that I should basically just go and have a look at the best armor that is available, and then just basically sell, basically swap, do kind of like a swap, I guess, and that might help. Okay, so what about this bear pelt? I'm actually not sure what the stats of this are. Oh, yeah, okay, 16, and I think this is 16 as well, right? Yeah, that is 16 as well. Okay, so let's just equip those two. And yeah, okay, that's fine. And let's give Pelisor one of these as well. And let's give this fellow one too. And I'm actually surprised that he's not using a shield. Oh, well, it actually doesn't matter because he's using a two-handed, so it's not really a big deal, is it? No, I suppose not. But anyway, let's take a look at some of the chest pieces. It would be good to actually give him something. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. Highland Noble Armor, hello there. Come to me, thank you. 40 body armor, or I could go for that. I'm thinking that Ranger Mail might actually be better, if you can believe it. Let's actually just take a quick look here. 40, and then 2-3, and then we have 32, 8-8. So if we take away 8 from that, and then we gain 6, and then we gain 5. So that generally is better. Ranger Mail is better by a slight margin, but it really depends on where you're going to get hit. But personally, I feel like you're going to get hit in the leg and the arm quite often. So I'm actually going to be taking this. Ooh, yeah. Are we looking good? We don't... Personally, I don't like it. Yeah. Personally, I don't like the look of this. Oh, well, never mind. Let's get Mr. Pelisor this armor. Let's get him equipped. Oh, look, he actually looks much better than I do now. Oh, well, never mind. I guess that's just the way of things, isn't it? Okay, so Highland Noble Braces. I'm actually going to take these just for the fact that we can then... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Highland Noble Braces. Oh, I was actually wearing Highland Noble Braces. Oh, well, never mind. I guess I can give them to Pelisor. That's perfectly fine with me. And we can also give this guy some new armor too, which is always good. And we might as well buy him a shield. So let's buy him this one. There we go. Nothing too dramatic. Just, nice solid shield. Nothing really to worry about there. Wealth Harvester, Sword of Equity, Economic Devastator. Yeah, they're all here. Okay, so we'll just sell these, and then we're going to get 33,000 back from that, which is just crazy. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go onto Pelisor, and we're going to go and smelt the Sail Sword 2, because someone said that if you smelt the stuff that you make, instead of selling it, then you can get some really, really nice stuff back. And I'm hopeful that that will be the case. So let's do it. I am doing it on Pelisor, as you can see. So let's do it. There we go. And what are we getting? Ooh, we're getting some good stuff. So thank you very much for letting me know about that. But, oh, well, we got three things, which I think is pretty good anyway. So let's go for Diggory. And, okay, so he's got a whole bunch. He doesn't actually have anything that good. But we might get something a little bit better here. Let's actually have a look. Yeah, not really. I could basically just make these for money now, to be honest. I should really get a caravan as well. So I might do that after this. Ooh, we got some more pommels. Yeah, these pommels are not exactly great in my opinion, so probably not going to be using them apart from this one. And there you go. Let's do it. Come on, give me a legendary or something. No stats. No stat increases. Okay, selling point 2. There we go. Yeah, it's because I'm very imaginative. Okay, so there you go. Ooh, we're getting some nice stuff. Yeah, that is actually really cool. I like it a lot. Okay, so let's go for some more fine steel, because we can. And then we also need to get some more charcoal. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of hardwood, because I basically spent a little bit of time off screen just literally smelting wooden hammers and pitchforks, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's go on to Pelisor, and we're going to smelt selling point 2. Boom. We're going to gain some more smithing parts, which is really nice. And then we're going to forge one more sword. And maybe a couple more swords. We'll see. Ooh. This is good. Look at that. Swing cut damage increased even more. Okay, so I'm actually not going to call this selling point 3, even though I was going to do that. And we're going to call it... Diggory's Decapitator. That seems to be a pretty cool name for this, considering come on, it's such a massive blade. It is. It's such a massive blade. So it could be quite fun to see what happens with that. Okay, so wait a minute. Do I have the javelin thing unlocked now? No, I still do not have anything unlocked in terms of the javelin. That is hilarious. Okay, I don't have anything unlocked here either. What about the mace? Yeah, I do have a couple of mace parts unlocked. And I feel like the developers have ignored the mace quite heavily. But I mean, that's the point. Maces are kind of not that common, I think. They're not that common, so that might very well be the reason. Okay, so here we go. Let's make a polearm, shall we say? This might be quite fun. Okay, so that's giving me more length. Ooh, wow! I could actually use that. Look at that! I could make like a scythe or something. That seems pretty fun. Why not? Okay, let's do something like that and see what happens. This is a pretty lengthy weapon, is it not? Yeah, it's pretty lengthy. Okay, this is basically going to be unusable. Yeah, pretty much unusable. Okay, well, let's do it and see what I actually get from it. I might make something cool. No, doesn't look like it. All right, we'll call it Sail Scythe, because I guess I'm going to be selling it. Am I? I'm not entirely sure, but we are getting some new stuff. Look at that. We are getting some new stuff for it, so that's pretty cool. Ooh, leather-wrapped two-handed aft or something like that. That seems pretty nice. Okay, let's go back to the two-handed swords here. See if there's anything else that I gained. Ooh, I did gain this. That's new. That is new. Okay, so we'll see if we can maybe make something with that. This is, once again, two-handed, one-handed. No. Okay, we'll continue to just use that. And is there anything new here? Doesn't look like it, so I'll just continue to use the same thing. Anything new here? I'd love to get these. You know, I'd love to get these, because these things will probably be super good. So it would be quite nice, but oh well. 206 difficulty. Oh yes, I'm liking that. Okay, let's see if I can maybe get... Okay, nothing that good. Weapon reach is crazy though, 131. Wait a minute, am I actually making the right thing here? Because the little icon says that I'm making a polearm. Oh well, never mind. Okay, let's call it bad attitude, because basically we killed him with our bad attitude. Yeah, that could happen. All right, so there we go. Getting a whole bunch of new stuff right there. Okay, so yeah, that is pretty much amazing, and I think we've done a very good job right now. And we've got two extra trait points. Why do I have 2 extra trait points here? I can't see because Diggory's in the way. Surely there's nothing else. There's nothing else? No, there is nothing else, but I, for some reason, have one extra trait point to spend. I have no idea why that is. Maybe it's because of the respec. That might be very well be the reason, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I can always fix that at some point. Okay, so otherwise, let's take a look here. So he has an upgrade. Diggory's Decapitator. All right, he's going to use Diggory's Decapitator. That sounds pretty fun to me. The Sail Scythe is looking pretty fantastic, actually. It might be super fun to use. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that as kind of like an anti-horse weapon, although it is only cutting damage. Bear that in mind. I made it so that it basically only does cutting damage. So it might very well be perfectly pointless. to be fair. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm going to just go out of here. And I would like to fight something. I'd like to fight some looters, actually. I wouldn't mind fighting some looters because I'd like to test out our new weapon, because it's been a while since we've actually fought something. And now that we have a good idea of how to make these weapons that are pretty expensive to sell, we pretty much don't, we shouldn't at least have to worry too much about money. And of course that's half the battle in this game. Okay, so we're looking pretty good now. Apart from the helm, I feel like the helm needs to change, right? The helm definitely needs to change. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. But look at these crazy weapons that I have right here, and look at this. What is on my back right now? What is that? Oh, what? What is that actually? By the way, I'm not entirely sure. I think that was just the model. It's doing some weird stuff right there. Oh, no, it's too slow. No. Oh, it's too slow. That's the problem with it. Oh, that is indeed the issue. Look at this. They can literally block it anytime they want. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that's not a good idea. But this is not. This is not that slow. Probably because I don't. Probably because I have some two-handed weapon proficiency. Run, Mr. Diggory, run. You don't want to get killed by looters, sir. There we go. Yeah, that is... I forgot to take a look at the actual speed and handling. Handling of the polearm. Oh well, that's actually not a big deal to me. Oh, that was funny though. Yes, almost died from some looters, Diggory. Yes, that's classic you, isn't it? Okay, so I'm not actually going to be taking any Vlandians because, as I've said before, I do not want to use any kind of unit that is not a Battanian. And I might make an exception for mercenaries because I do have one hired blade here. And I personally feel like that makes quite a bit of sense, I suppose. But yeah, I am most likely going to be selling that polearm because it is, quite frankly, pretty much unusable, I would say. Because the AI on the combat setting that we currently have, they can literally just go and block anytime. They can pretty much just block anytime, and that is just not really going to work out too well for us. Okay, so we have two swords here, and we also have the polearm, which I'm, of course, going to be selling too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock, and we're going to buy everything. We are going to, boom, do that. And we're going to have a massive upgrade here. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking this. The helmet looks a little bit better. The braces look great. Highland Warlord boots. Oh, yes. Looking nice, in my opinion. And what about the shield? Shield? No? No, that's apparently really good. Okay. That is apparently really good. Do we have any javelins here that I could potentially buy? Well, yes, we do have some javelins. But yeah, I'm going to need to... Oh, Highland throwing axes? No, I think I'm already wearing those. Yes, I am actually already using them. Okay. Well... nothing to worry about there then, I suppose. Okay, so yeah, we can now basically trade this stuff. Just going to put these on again. Oh, what? There's apparently something better. Okay, apparently something better. But yeah, we're basically just going to trade this stuff, all of the stuff that I just purchased, and we're just going to get 6,000 profit for that. And everyone is looking good. Oh yes, everyone is looking really, really good. So we got some massive upgrades right there, and we're still really, really well off in terms of our cash. So I'm happy with this. Very, very happy with this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start recruiting some units. And I, off screen, will actually be doing quite a bit of battling. And we'll see what happens. Also, I am going to continue doing smithing in terms of forging and getting things like resources and stuff like that. Because, let's face it, resources are, well, needed. Yes, they are needed, amazingly enough. Oh, who would have thought? Who would have thought the resources are needed for forging and you know, various other things. But yeah, I will be doing quite a bit of smelting down, and I'll try, if I can, in the next episode to get some legendary weapons created. And I think I could probably do it pretty easily. So I'm hopeful that we will make it work. Oh, hello there. Oh, this is a fantastic village. This village right here, this is perfect. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to mark this village. I've marked the villages so far where I can potentially get some decent noble units. So I'm hopeful that we will be able to go to them. I'm just trying to find the... Wow, these guys... Yeah, these guys also have some decent ones. But, oh, wait a minute. These guys actually have some... ooh, bandit base. We could potentially do a bandit base, family feud. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll do family feud even though I am absolutely awful at it. You know me. I am pretty terrible at this. So let's do it. Yeah, I'm not going to send my companion to do it because even though that would save me the hassle of doing it, I don't want it to get bugged out in any way because that would be kind of sad. Okay, so is it over there that I need to go? Let's actually just take a look. Convince him Mag Arbor. Mag Arbor? Where's that? Oh, over there. Oh, okay, that's actually fine. Alright, come along, Pelisor version 2. Yes, this guy over here. Eoran is apparently taking his sweet time to come over here and speak to his fellow, whoever this may be. Anyway, I'm actually not sure what to do here, to be honest, because I would like to do the quest for the other village, but I don't want to reduce the relation of this guy because he also has some pretty significantly good units to recruit. So I guess we'll just try and complete it. All right, here we go. Okay, you're breaking the law. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're going to try and do a little bit of persuasion. Okay, so I have roguery and I have valor, apparently. So I should be able to make this work, but 15% chance is extremely low, so I will just go for... yes, okay. Apparently I will just go for valor then. Oh, really? Really? Wow. Okay, that was my only chance. Pretty much. That was my only chance. Pelisor, why? Why did you die, sir? Oh, well, never mind. He's murdered. I'm murdered. And we failed the quest. Which is to be expected. Yeah, you know, that's just what happens. That is just what happens to me. I literally fail Family Feud every single time I do it. Absolutely every single time. And it's one of the easiest quests. It really is. It's one of the easiest quests. Well, I suppose, you know, someone has to have an Achilles heel of some kind. And it just so happens that I have, well, about 100 of them. Alright, so it's about time that we take a little bit of revenge upon some forest bandits. For no other reason than the fact that I have, well, numerous Achilles heels. It might be kind of nice to potentially redeem myself in combat versus some of these bandits. So let me actually just tell my people to charge in, because let's face it, I haven't done that. Oh, why? Why do I do that? I don't know. Yeah, don't ask. Don't ask. Okay, so I do have some thrown weapons, so I should be able to make good use of them, actually. And I should probably use a shield up until the time that I get close to them. Ow. Are you serious? Ah. Okay, there we go. No, no, no. Okay, hide behind the tree, sir. Apparently these guys are super, super efficient at everything they do. Oh, massive damage. Do you see that? Yes, you do. 132. That is nice. I like it. Gotta say, I actually really like the look of this weapon. I think this weapon looks fantastic. But it is very hard to handle. You know, it's not exactly fast. And in general is quite difficult to have work. Oh, nice hit. Nice hit. Unfortunately, it's in the chest, and unfortunately, it's really not that much damage, which is kind of weird, to be honest. But yeah, I'm very much hoping that Diul and Pelisor will be able to gain two-handed weapon proficiency relatively fast. And if they do level up, I will probably be speccing them into two-handed, hilariously enough. Unless they need other skills, like party skills, like medicine or something like that. I don't fight duels with bandits, at least not while I'm terrible at dueling, you know, because, let's face it, I would probably be okay if this weapon was a little bit quicker, but as it isn't, I'm just going to take it easy. Just going to take it easy. Alright, I'll just take some prisoners, and, oh yeah, look at this. Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. Very nice to see that. And look at this. My charm skill has been increased. I'm gaining honor as well for clearing out these hideouts. And we've also increased our relation with this guy over here, which is really, really good. Oh yeah, by the way, I've taken a quest for this fellow. And it is... Can you guess? Can you guess what it is? It's family feud. Yeah, it is family feud once again. So I am going to do that. We have come to talk. Just listen to us, please. I knew we'd find you eventually, and now you'll face justice. Yeah, well, you're breaking the law, sir, so, how about roguery? No, that doesn't work. Alright, well, what about charm? Why is that blocked? Why is that blocked now? Are you serious? What? Are you serious right now? Die, sir. No, he's dead. Ah. Okay, well, whatever the case, we gained some charm skill, and we did increase our... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did we do it? He's alive. Ah, okay. We did significant enough damage to him so that we actually did it. We actually completed the quest. Can you believe it? Yes. Applause, everyone. Applause. That is what I require, because I am terrible at Family Feud. Yes, no, I'm just joking, obviously. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, it has reduced our relation with this guy, who is indeed another powerful person where we could potentially recruit noble units from. So what we're going to do is we're basically just going to try and appease these guys as much as we possibly can. All of these people in these various villages are seemingly very, very useful to us. And especially in the future, I would very much like to start recruiting noble units. Not by themselves, obviously, not just having those only, but it would be very cool to have some of them in our army at the very least. This guy is also, and this guy. What? These three villages right here, Mag Arba, Abkoma, and Gainseth, they are insane. I'm looking forward to coming back here and doing some tasks, but they all seem to have weird interactions with each other, which is really not very good, because that means that I'm going to reduce relation with one and gain relation with another. So I suppose we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.